Properties of matter. Elastic behavior. The property of a body by virtue of which it tends to regain its original configuration or shape when the external deforming force acting on it is removed is elasticity. Stress. The internal restoring force per unit area of cross section of the deformed body is called stress. Stress is denoted by sigma. It is restoring force by area, that is F by A. SI unit of stress is Newton per meter square or Pascal. Different types of stress. Normal or longitudinal stress. If the area of cross section of the rod is A and the deforming force is F is applied along the length of the rod and perpendicular to its cross section, then the stress produced in the rod is called normal or longitudinal stress, that is F by A. Longitudinal stress is of two types, tensile stress and compressive stress. When the length of the rod is increased on application of deforming force over it, then the stress produced in the rod is called tensile stress. Compressive stress. When the length of the rod is decreased on the application of deforming force, then the stress produced is called compressive stress. Volumetric stress. When a force is applied on the body such that it produces a change in volume and density, shape remaining the same, and at any point the force is perpendicular to its surface, at any surface area, at any small area, the magnitude of force is directly proportional to its area. Then the force per unit area is called volumetric stress. Shearing or tangential stress. When the force applied is tangential to the surface, then it is called tangential or shearing stress. It produces a change in shape, volume remaining the same. It is F by A. Strain. Strain is the ratio of the change in configuration by the initial original configuration of the body. Being the ratio of two similar quantities, the strain is a unitless and dimensionless quantity. When the deforming force causes a change in length, it is called longitudinal stress. For a wire or rod, the longitudinal stress is defined as the ratio of change in length to the original length, that is delta L by L. When the deforming force causes a change in volume, the strain is called volumetric strain, that is delta V by V. When the deforming force applied tangentially to the surface produces a change in shape of the body, the strain developed is called shearing stress, that is phi is X by L. Hooke's law. According to Hooke's law, for any body within the elastic limit, stress developed is directly proportional to the strain produced. That is, stress is directly proportional to strain. Stress is E into strain. The ratio of stress to strain within the elastic limit is called the coefficient or modulus of elasticity for that material. Depending on the type of stress applied and resulting strain, we have the following three elasticity given as E stress by strain. The three modulus of elasticities are Young's modulus, bulk modulus, and bulk modulus of rigidity or shear modulus. The Young's modulus of elasticity is defined as the ratio of normal stress to longitudinal strain within an elastic limit. The normal stress may be tensile or compressive. Normal stress to longitudinal strain, F by A by delta L by L. Bulk modulus. It is defined as the ratio of normal stress to the volumetric strain, the coefficient of volume elasticity. B is F by A by delta V by V, that is minus PV by delta V. Where P is F by A, the pressure or stress is for the negative sign signifies that for an increase in pressure, the volume will decrease. The reciprocal of bulk modulus is called compressibility, C. Modulus of rigidity, shear modulus. It is defined as the ratio of tangential stress to shearing stress, that is F by A by phi, that is FL by AX. The braking force depends upon the area of cross section of the wire. The braking force is directly proportional to the area. The braking force is given as P into A, that is P is the proportionality constant known as braking stress. Poisson's ratio. For a long bar, the Poisson's ratio is defined as the ratio of the lateral strain to longitudinal strain. Sigma is delta d by d by delta L by L. The Poisson's ratio is a unitless and dimensionless term. Its value depends on the nature of the material. Theoretically, the value of sigma must lie between -1 and 0.5, but for most metallic solids, it lies between 0 and 0.5. Work done or the potential energy in a stretched wire. Work done against the internal restoring forces while stretching a wire. This work is stored as the elastic potential energy. The work done by it is given by half stretching force into elongation, that is half F into delta L, that is half YA by L into delta L whole square. The energy stored per unit volume is U by V, that is half stress into strain, or Y by 2 into strain square. Thermal stress and strain. When a body is allowed to expand or contract with increase or decrease in temperature, no stress are induced in the body. But if the deformation of the body is prevented, some stress are induced in the body. Such stress are called thermal stress or temperature stress. The corresponding strain are called thermal strain or temperature strain. By definition, the coefficient of linear expansion alpha is delta L by L theta. Thermal strain is delta L by L, that is alpha delta theta. So the thermal stress is Y alpha delta theta. The tensile or compressive force produced in the body is F is equal to YA alpha delta theta. Thank you.